down from your homework. Part A, you simply would have answered yes. Part B, y equals 27x. Part C, they said the number of tickets. Which variable is it? It would have been x. And part D, it would have been y. For number 2, A would have been yes. B would have been y equals 4.35x. And part C would have been x, and part D would have been y. Do I need to go over 1 or 2 for anybody? Number 3, they asked me to do the same things. So was it proportional? The answer was no. I couldn't write an equation. There was nothing to write. But my x variable would have been time, and my y variable would have been the pages read. Number 4 would have been yes. My equation would have been y equals 40x. My x variable would have been time. My y variable would have been distance. Do I need to go over 3 or 4 for anybody? Number 5 and 6. Here we didn't have to check to see if they were proportional. They told me they were proportional. They told me to find k, and they told me to write an equation. So I should have 2 things written. For number 5, I should have k equals 1/3, and my equation would be y equals 1/3 x. For number 6, k would have been equal to 6, and my equation would have been y equals 6x. Do I need to go over 5 or 6 for anybody? Number 7, they asked me to create a table representing days versus hours. 1 day, how many hours? 24. 2 days, how many hours? 48. 3, 72. 4, 96. 5, 120. That's what I had to do for part A. In part B, they said, is this relationship proportional? The answer is yes. In fact, what is k equal to? K equals 24. It stayed constant. So my equation is y equals 24x. Do I need to go over number 7 for anybody? Now, did everybody get a packet already as they came in? Has everybody got one? Today we're going to talk about proportional relationships and graphs. So we're not just going to talk about from a table, we're going to talk about what a proportional relationship looks like when we take the time to graph it. Okay? So, there, I think it's right on that front page of the packet, isn't it? Where you see this table? Okay. Most shower heads that were manufactured before 1994 use 5 gallons of water per minute. Can anybody tell me what 5 gallons of water per minute is? We talked about it earlier this week. What is it? 5 gallons of water per 1 minute. It's a what? It's a unit rate. Thank you. It is a unit rate. It also is that constant of proportionality that we've been talking about. The unit rate and K, in fact, are the same in this case. So if 1 is 5, 2 is going to be what? 10. 3 is going to be what? 15. If it's 35 gallons, how would I find out how many minutes that would be? I'd divide it by 5, and I'd find out that that should be 7. And then 10 would be how many gallons? 50. Now, based on the table, is this proportional? Yes, it is proportional. We're going to take the table and we're going to write them as ordered pairs. 1, 5. Remember that the time is X and the water used is Y. We're going to write them as ordered pairs. 2 is going to be paired with what? 10. 3 is paired with, what's paired with 35? And 10 is paired with 50. Everybody with me? Now we're going to talk about plotting those ordered pairs. They've got a graph there. So, 1, 5. These are going by 2s, so this space is in here. This is going up by what? 5s. If it helps, you can put those numbers in. So that's the ordered pair 1, 5. This one's the ordered pair 2, 10. 3, 15. 7, 35. And then 10 and 50. Everybody with me on plotting them? Now, I am going to connect my dots with a line. I'd like you to. There's a reason for it. Damien, the packet's up in front. You're going to want to get it. Okay? If the shower head is used for 0 minutes, how many gallons of water are going to be used? 0. I can see that here on my graph. 0 minutes, 0 gallons. What ordered pair represents this situation? 0, 0. What is that ordered pair called? It has a special name, the ordered pair 0, 0. Does anybody know? The ordered pair 0, 0 has a special name. Does anybody know what it's called? It's called the origin. It's a 0. I just put a line through it. It's called the what? Origin. That point 0, 0 is called the origin. If you continued the table to include 23, would the point 23, 125 be on the graph? Why or why not? Anybody know? Would it be? You're shaking your head no, and you're right, it's not. Can you tell me this part? Why not? Okay, if I took 23 times 5, what is it going to give me? 23 times 5 is what? 115. Not what? Not 125. That's why that point would not be there. Everybody with me?
That's like 1.5.
23 times 5 is 115. And 115 isn't what? Isn't 125. That's why this isn't there. Because this should 23 should be paired with what number? 125. It won't be on the graph. Everybody okay? I go to the next slide. Okay. Should be on the next page, and you should see this. It says identifying proportional relationships. Everybody see it? Please take the time to underline. Straight line through the origin. If you're looking at a graph, you don't need to figure out anything else. If they give you a graph and they ask you if it's proportional, all you have to do is make sure that the line is straight and it passes through the origin. If it's not straight or it doesn't pass through the origin, it's not proportional. Are you okay with that? So, we're going to take this table that they gave us, and we're going to identify whether it's proportional this time by plotting the points. What's the first ordered pair I'm going to plot? 1, 11. 1, 11 would be somewhere right around here. It's going to lock up. Don't do that. 1 and 11 would be somewhere right about there. 2 and 16. 2 and 16 would be somewhere around here. 3 and 21. And 4 and 26. And now I'm going to draw a straight line through them. Is this proportional? Yes or no? Haley, do you need to move up? Is it proportional? No. When it says explain, can you tell me why it's not proportional? Yes. It doesn't go through the origin. Did it pass through the ordered pair 0, 0? No. In fact, it went through the point 0, 5. That's where it went through. If it doesn't go through 0, 0, is it proportional? No. Everybody still with me? Somebody still copying? Or? Okay. Good? Yeah? Okay. Am I good now? Okay. This is on page 131. Yep. The graph shows the relationship between the distance a bicycle travels and the time in hours. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Take the time to do what with your dots? Draw a line. What does the point 460 represent? No, look at the graph, Damien. No, it says 4 hours and 60 miles. That's what it represents in terms of this graph. Does everybody see that? The 4 hours is the x value. It's on the x-axis. The 60 miles is the y value. It's on the y-axis. Okay. How would I find the constant of proportionality? It's not asking me, is it proportional? They're saying, what is the constant of proportionality? K equals y over x. They told me it was proportional. What can I put in for y and for x? 60 over 4. Well, how many times does 4 go into 60? 15. So the constant of proportionality is 15. Same thing we did yesterday, right? And what's the equation going to be? Y equals 15x. Also the same thing we did yesterday. Okay? We should be able to write the equation, though, if we're given a graph. Everybody okay? Can I go to the next page? This you're not going to find on anything. I'm just going to ask you a couple quick questions. Proportional or not? No. Can you tell me why? It doesn't go through the origin. Proportional or not? Yes. Can you tell me why? And it's straight. Proportional or not? Why? Not straight. Everybody understand that that's very quick and easy to identify from a graph. We good? There's your assignment. You should easily finish before you leave today. I don't really want you to have homework. Take this time and use it wisely.